Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Shabaz Masoud is the new EBU super bantamweight champion. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Peter McGRAIL won this fight. Not by much, but I did have him ahead. But it was unanimous decision. Okay, fair enough. Masoud moves to 15 wins with 4 KOs. He didn't hit very hard, although he almost had McGRAIL out of there. And it was a very good performance by Masoud. I can understand why people were picking his slicker work. You know, I think it was a good performance. I just thought he gave away too many of the early rounds. I had him 4-0 down after a third of the fight. But apparently, I don't know anything, and the judges do, apparently. There we go. But yeah, like I say, McGRAIL started off very, very quickly. He was fast, sharp. The speed of McGRAIL and the aggression carried him for the first third of the fight. I struggled to give Masoud any of those rounds. But you got the impression that Masoud would get back into the fight, at least I did, because he didn't panic. And he was very, very, very composed and was gradually, almost like he was waiting for McGRAIL to slow down just a bit, and then he could find his timing and counter the speed with the timing. I mean, McGRAIL has that, you know, Amir Khan, Shane Mosley sort of speed. You know, there's a lot of front-footedness, he lets his hands go in combinations, but I get the impression sometimes he's throwing punches for the sake of throwing punches, like he'll throw a 4-punch combination when a 2-punch may have done, you know. And Masoud, to his credit, like I say, remained very, very composed, very confident. You know, I mean, Masoud is now, was he 29? So he's probably as good as he's going to be. He doesn't hit that hard, but there's definitely a high ring IQ there, definitely. Whereas McGRAIL has lots of skills, but I get the feeling there isn't necessarily a plan B if the speed doesn't work. Now, McGRAIL slips to 12 wins with 6 KOs. He's got 2 defeats. And he was winning his previous defeat was against Jericho Quinn back in 2023. I think it was the back end of 2023, so it was 2 years ago. He was winning that fight and he got flattened. I think he scored a couple of knockdowns and then he got zapped in round 5. I think he was counted out as well. So that kind of sums up McGRAIL for me. Very front-footed, very aggressive, very fast. Will get knockdowns, probably through speed as much as weight of punch. And he kind of tried the same trick, I think, against Masoud, but Masoud weren't having it. Masoud did very, very well. He gave away too many early rounds for me. Did I give him... I mean, for him to win, I would have to have given him 7 of the last 8. I didn't. But the judges apparently disagreed with me. That's fine. Masoud did work his way back into it and was starting to land his own punches from the fifth onwards, and looked very, very good. Suddenly, he was going through the gears, and he was going through the gears very well, and he was having some success. McGRAIL didn't he didn't take his foot off the gas. Well, I suppose he did slow down a little bit, but it was a case of maybe he'd used up too much energy early, but he didn't stop moving forward. He didn't stop them, tried to keep that momentum going. Masoud, interestingly, boxed southpaw, and I think he started off as an orthodox, which he's listed as orthodox, but he boxed southpaw as well. He did it very well. And McGRAIL himself is a southpaw, so I don't know if that threw McGRAIL a little bit. It might have done. But the speed of McGRAIL it wasn't so much the speed, it was the industry. You know, he started to throw less and less punches, and then Masoud worked his way into it. Now, in the 9th round, was it the 9th round? He had an absolute mare, McGRAIL. Was it the 9th or the 10th? I think in the 9th round he was pinned in a corner. I mean, and Masoud, who again doesn't have many KOs, he seemed to hurt McGRAIL. He hurt him to the body, certainly. Manoeuvred him into the corner, or near the corner, and started leathering him. And McGRAIL, at one point, I thought McGRAIL was going to go down, because he almost did. He sort of almost went onto his haunches. And the ref was looking close, but he fortunately started throwing back just in time. prevented the ref from stepping in, and he rode out that crisis. It was a mini crisis, definitely. And then in I think it was a 10th round, was it? He was winning that round, and he had a point taken off. For, what was it now? Was it a punch around the back of the head? I can't remember. I've only just watched this fight. I've only finished about 5 minutes ago. But and he was a little bit unlucky because Masoud himself landed with a very glaring, obvious punch behind the head on the break, and the ref let it slide. He didn't take a point off Masoud. So I think McGrail would have been pissed off about that. But I don't know. With McGrail, I get the impression it's all speed and speed, good technique, quick feet, quick hands. But there ain't a lot going on in terms of a plan B or C. Whereas with Masoud, very confident kid, fires very precise punches, probably doesn't fire enough of them. This was a 12-round fight, so he had 12 rounds to get it done. But he did counter the speed well eventually, but early on he was not struggling, but he was just losing the rounds. I thought he needed McGrail to fight that high octane fight and to use up lots of energy, and then it was almost as if he knew McGrail would calm down a bit or slow down a bit, and then he would take over with his technique and with his timing. And he did control the range pretty well. So Shabaz Masoud, new EBU super bantamweight champ, he said he'll fight Inoue. He said he struggles to make super bantam. He'd like to go up to featherweight, maybe to take on Nick Ball, who is another. I think he is a stablemate of the Everton Red Triangle crew over in Liverpool. McGrail also fights for them. But he said he will stick around at super bantamweight, Masoud, to fight Inoue for all the belts. That would be a big old paycheck. I wouldn't fancy his chances against Inoue, but hey, if you're a fighter, fighters fight. And if you want glory, you've got to sometimes step into the ring with a great fighter. For McGrail at 29, he's got a bit of time to come back. This wasn't a bad performance. He just, he got outworked. I suppose he got out-slicked in the sense of maybe the technique is, maybe he got outdone regarding the technique. But it wasn't a bad, a disastrous performance. I mean, you consider his other defeat was just a one-punch knockout, which you can get tagged sometimes. So he's got ability, he's got skill. He can still go places. But at the moment, it's Masoud who's got the belt, the EBU belt, and is moving on. And yeah, very, very impressive stuff. So I don't know. What do you think of it? This was the headline fight on a Monte Carlo card. And normally, when you hear the phrase Monte Carlo and boxing together, you think, "Oh no, Jesus, that's going to be a bit flat." Not a bit of it. This was a fantastic card. Really was really good. Wasn't pay-per-view, and in fact, it was much better than a lot of the crap that is peddled as being pay-per-view by DAZN and others. Are you watching, Mr. Hearn, Mr. Warren? But this was a really good card. Really good card. I enjoyed it a lot. There was only 5 fights on it, but quality, not quantity. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Masoud. Let me know what you think about PETER McGRAIL. Can he go further? Can he come back, McGrail? Just leave all your comments below. And thanks very much for watching the video. If you like the video, please click the like button. Let me know what you think about the overall card as well. I'd be interested to hear. And yeah, great stuff. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. Come on, join us. Why not? Cost you nothing. Takes a second to hit subscribe. Come and join us. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.